Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to try and not squint. It's hard though. Yeah, nah, screw that. I'm not going to try. This is much easier. So yeah, I'm just out here with the cows, as you can see. These are actually a group of younger cows. So these have just been bred. They haven't had a baby before, so we call them heifers. And heifers usually, because they're younger, well, you know, they're about 2 years old. They tend to act like teenagers, really. So anytime you're like doing anything or anything, they all just want to crowd up and see what's going on. But anyway, I was just thinking, because lately I've been been listening to quite a lot of Tim Ferriss's work, and if you don't know who he is, he's like a entrepreneurial podcast guy who you just need to research him. He's a bit of like a life hacker. And anyway, one of the things that he does, or he talks about doing, is like, and it sounds super basic, but like trying to plan around everything happening as fast as possible. So it sounds really cliche and silly, but he talks about trying to get as much done as you can in the smallest amount of time. And so I've been doing a few things that he's suggested, just because we've got a 1,200 acre farm with a few employees and what have you. But so I've been doing like some of what he said, and it's been like I've been getting quite a lot more done every day. Just I think because I don't know why, I've just been getting quite a lot more done. It's been quite good, and we've also like got some. We've just recently employed some new employees that have definitely been super helpful in helping out with that as well. But one of the things that he talks about quite a lot is like disconnecting. So like actually not having this constant infeed of Facebook messages or emails or checking your Instagram, all that sort of stuff. He talks about like how beneficial it is to actually just disconnect from that. And I mean, he's been kind of echoing the kind of people I'm listening to for a long time anyway. And so I've been trying it. And so in my lunch breaks, because I go home for lunch, cook my lunch, I figured out how to cook pretty good meals in like under 15 minutes from being cold meat in the fridge to being on my plate. Anyway, so I've been eating really fast, and I've been doing like not specifically transcendental meditation, but it's effectively the same thing. It's basically where you just go into like a state where you're not sure if you're asleep and you're not sure if you're awake. It's really easy to go there. Everyone goes there kind of on a regular basis. Anyway, so I've just been like trying to focus on not like spreading myself out so thin, trying to like bounce here, bounce here, bounce there, bounce there, and just like honing in on like things I can get done. And like it's actually quite surprising, because I used to think of myself as a really good multitasker, but I think from what I've learned, there's basically just a big myth of this idea that people, that we can multitask and get more done, and it's just not really true. Like it actually just puts our mind in a fearful state, and then because we are stressed out about this is the next thing, it really impacts our whole like physiology, our whole mental life, our emotions, and then it just snowballs from there. And once you start putting those days back to back to back, it you get way out of shape, and you get a lot more room for mental disorders, things like that. So anyway, I've been like trying to reduce the amount, because I used to like brag about how good of a multitasker I was, and I have to say, like, although I still get the same amount of stuff done, it's just the way that I approach it has changed. It's helped a hell of a lot. And one of the things that I've started doing, and I've been, like I said, I'm a pretty hard-working guy. I have a pretty good self-awareness of what hard work is, and it's been interesting because now, like, I'll about once every like 4 hours, I'll just stop and just do something like this. And that's why I thought I'd get my phone out, because normally that's when I just like to think about stuff. And just one of the things that came across my mind just as I was thinking about. But actually, I was listening to some of those resources that people commented on my last video. Well, I think the first one I was listening to was the 5 Deadly Sins. It's pretty interesting. Definitely interesting. Yeah, I was just thinking quite a lot about the like how when we disconnect like that, it's interesting the things that you find yourself craving, and the things that you realise that you kind of rely on to give you like little bumps, I guess. And so that's been quite fascinating. So I'd welcome anyone to do it, especially if you're someone who like lives out of your Instagram account or lives out of just whatever. I'd just maybe give it a try, because it's a bit shocking what. I mean, not shocking might be a bit strong of a word, but you know what I'm saying. It's quite healthy to realise the kind of grip that things have on us on a regular basis, rather than finding out years down the track that you got way sidelined. And but yeah, so I was just thinking about that and what that kind of meant, because yeah, I know that's it really. Not really didn't get anywhere on it. I was just thinking about it. Because one thing I've done sort of recently is, in the last couple of months, is I've made sure to like mute my phone at certain times of the day for certain periods of the day, and I've even started playing around with putting it in airplane mode, just so that I'm not disturbed. It's not because I'm doing anything real important or anything. I just think that it's okay to miss phone calls every now and again, and call people straight back, on the hour or something. And like I said, I only really do it for like an hour or two of the day, and I try and be responsible in the times that I pick. It's not like right when everyone's looking for work to do or any of that kind of stuff. It's in my evenings, or it's maybe in an afternoon or something like that. But I just think, and that's one of the things that I've implemented just after having tried to disconnect from that stuff, because it's like, okay, all right, well, this stuff is good, but we definitely need to keep it under control. So that's all I really have to say. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good afternoon and a good evening. It's been pretty nice today, super cloudy. These sunglasses were barely needed, but with this blonde hair, blue eye combination, I just end up looking like some sort of guy taking a shit or something. But anyway, sweet. All right, I'll catch you guys later.